In a world where everyone wants to be seen, they choose to stay unseen. No selfies, no constant updates, just quiet presence, and a profile that barely says a thing. Most people assume it's insecurity, but psychology says it's something far deeper. Because the ones who don't post their photos often understand attention differently. They've seen what it does to people and to the mind. Number 1. Privacy over performance. They don't crave the spotlight. They crave peace. Psychologists call this low social validation dependence, a quiet strength that comes from not needing to be seen to feel real. They've learned that self-worth doesn't come from hearts or comments. It comes from silence, from solitude, from knowing who you are when no one's watching. But here's the cost. People think they're distant, detached, cold, when really, they're just tired of performing for a world that forgets the difference between attention and connection. Number 2. The weight of awareness. They've seen how easily people become addicted to approval, the way a single photo turns into a performance, the way validation feels like oxygen until it disappears. That's hyper-self-awareness. They notice every reaction, every shift in tone, every silent judgment, and instead of feeding that anxiety, they starve it by stepping away. It's not that they don't want to be known. They just don't want to be consumed. Number 3. Emotional detachment as protection. Somewhere along the line, they learned that exposure invites misunderstanding, that the more you show, the more people assume. So they built a quiet distance, not as a wall, but as armor. Psychologists call it emotional detachment, a coping response to overstimulation, to betrayal, to noise. They protect their inner world like it's sacred, because once it wasn't. And that's why they hide behind calm profiles and blank icons, not out of fear, but out of healing. Number 4. The control of image. When you don't post, you control the narrative. You decide what the world gets to know and what stays yours. That's self-concept clarity, the psychological anchor of people who know who they are without external proof. It's the quiet confidence of not needing to explain yourself, the peace of knowing you don't owe anyone your face to exist. But deep down, it's also a longing to be seen without being exposed, to be understood without being displayed. Number 5. The silent kind of authenticity. They live in the background, not because they're hiding, but because that's where they can finally breathe. They've outgrown the performance, they've outgrown the noise, and maybe they've learned that real authenticity isn't about showing everything. It's about protecting what's real. So if you're one of them, the ones who stay unseen, who live quietly behind the screen, understand this. You're not invisible. You're intentional. You're not avoiding life. You're choosing your peace over your presentation. Because not posting isn't a lack of confidence. It's a form of control. It's how the quiet ones survive in a world that confuses exposure with worth. If you want to understand your mind beyond motivation, subscribe. Because here, we don't sugarcoat the truth. We decode it.